Friday.
Yeah, and one before that was what, a few days before that? I mean, we potted like 3 times in the last like 13, 14 days, I feel like.
I know. We
You
are fully back.
Yeah. All Madden pod is back. I'm excited to hear what we got to talk about today. You want to lay that out for the homies?
I'll lay it out. Yes, I was just putting the link in the chat. It
Mm-hmm.
is in there, so hopefully we get some guys viewing live. But this is what we got. Round 2 of the duo battle.
Okay.
The polls came through. A few very close polls, some blowouts. So we'll talk
Mm-hmm.
about those matchups. We've got wins of the week and losses of the week, like biggest win, worst loss, that type of deal. Big
Yeah.
games that happened that we saw. And then we've got what else we got? Tiers.
Tears are back, baby.
Tiers are back. That's the name of this pod. Tiers are back.
Yeah. Yeah, tears are back. There we go. What's up, Logan? Um, all right. Well, anything going on in what's trending on Twitter or X? Anything we want to discuss before we jump into the Madden stuff? Before we
Nothing
jump
that
into
good.
the
I got a little distracted because I got a call from my mom. I had to fucking slam the ignore button.
Gotcha. Oh, Logan. Yeah, Logan was very upset about or for people listening, Logan's in the chat saying we are dead wrong on our Downs and Terry McLaurin over Burrow and Kittle take. Um I feel pretty good about it. I feel pretty good about it. Burrow's cool. I feel like tight ends are there's a couple of tight ends. George Kittle is definitely one of them. But I don't know, man. I have Kyle Pitts. He had 2 catches for 4 yards yesterday, and I won like by 75 points. So they're just not as impactful in this game. But quarterbacks are, so I get his point for sure. Josh Downs is just a badass, though. I mean, X Factor kick returner who just catches like everything.
Yeah, he's insanely good. Josh Downs carried for me in that one. But I mean, Burrow and Kittle still won the poll.
Yeah, yeah, and quarterback will probably have that extra, you know, extra vote or two that's gonna swing the battle. And Josh Downs, by the way, shout out to Josh Downs, leader in receiving yards with 976 yards and 13 touchdowns on 65 catches.
That's Downs.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, definitely deserved that. That close.
Dude,
Um,
you made a good point in the
well,
chat yesterday. You're like, how do people throw 6 interceptions and are still in the game?
dude, I couldn't believe it. I was watching Jock. I'm sorry, not Jock. Joke, or Yoke, and Jarrell play, and Jarrell just threw like 4 picks on first like on a drive, like first couple of plays in a row. And I'm like, oh, this game's over. I switch over to Edge's game, which is a CPU game, and I was like, I don't want to watch CPU game. So I switch back over in like 5 minutes, and it's like a 14-point game with Jarrell driving, and then he makes it a 7-point game. I was like, there's no fucking way. So he did end up losing by a lot still to Joke, who's undefeated right now, 5-0. But yeah, crazy. I could never.
I know, dude. And so often I'll be watching these games and I'll just like glance down at my phone,
Mm-hmm.
look back up, possession has changed. And
Yeah.
it's like, what the fuck happened?
Yeah. Interceptions are. I was part of the league last Matt, and I feel like we went away from interceptions for a little bit. Uh, Comparing to the Madden before that, I feel like we had so many interceptions in the first
Oh,
when we first got in the league. Um, And now I'm about to pull up stats right now to see who's the league leader in interceptions. I bet it's Jarrell with Derek Carr. Yeah, he has to be.
gotta be, yeah.
But I mean, 26 interceptions
That's what, over 5
week
games?
5. He's not even leading though. You know who's leading? Kirk Cousins and Mac Jones with 28.
Christ.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Who has
So
Mac? Oh, it's Zach Stevens.
Zach and Christian, yeah. Tough. Dak Prescott with 20, Deshaun Watson 19, Dan's guy, Delonte Anthony with 18. A lot of double digits, like most of the leagues in double digits already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 have less than 10. So almost exact half.
Well, hopefully we're gonna see in more detail because I'm hearing rumors that the QB rankings might be coming back.
Yes, they will be back, and I feel like that's what league needs. People are so careful with interceptions when the quarterback rankings came out on a weekly basis.
So
I
true.
feel like, yeah, I feel like I'm not gonna do them weekly just because I don't have as much time, but I will probably do like quarterly. So week 5, I feel like it's a good time to pump one out, and maybe one more in week 10, um, or week 11. People don't really care about them at the end of the season, but yeah, we'll get a couple in so people can you know show off or hide in shame.
I know. And I think me and you are like fans of the league in general. Like we like to look
Hmm.
at movers and how different quarterbacks are playing. I think 95% of the league opens it. Okay, I'm ranked 17th, closes it, doesn't look
Yeah,
again.
yeah, for sure, for sure.
We got some narcissists in the league for sure.
Yeah, I'm probably one of them. I can't be a narcissist and a hypocrite, so I'll choose just one. All
All right, let's get into these duos and
right, yes.
see who came out of the first round. So starting at the top, Tyreek Hill and Andrew Thomas beat out Marquise Brown and James Cook. No
Hmm.
surprise there. We both had that. So they'll
Hmm.
face Cooper Cup and Debo Samuel in round 2 after they took out Jonathan Allen and Joe Thuney. Who do you like in
Ooh,
this matchup?
I think Tyreek Hill is so overrated, not overrated, but overvalued, or I guess not overvalued, but valued highly. You know, in the league, I feel like he's gonna Tyreek Hill is gonna carry Andrew Thomas into this bracket, and they're probably gonna take this one.
Scott in the chat. You have to be able to pronounce narcissist to be one.
Yes, good one, dude.
Dang, you still beefing with Scott?
I'm not even beefing with Scott. I love Scott. What are we talking about here?
Okay, I'm
He's
sorry.
just a sissy boy.
All right, so we're both going Tyreek Hill and Andrew Thomas in this
I
one.
think so. Yeah. Me personally, I would prefer to have Cooper Cup and Debo Samuel, two really elite guys, but I feel like most people are gonna go with Hill and Thomas.
Yeah, I agree.
Hmm.
All right, on to the next one. Miles Garrett and Joey Bosa beat out Roquan Smith and DJ Moore. We both had that. And then Lamar and Teron Armstead beat out Tunsil and Simmons. We both had that as well.
Hmm.
And I think this might be outdated. Did Riley trade Teron Armstead yesterday?
Oh shoot, let's see.
I mean, he
Reviewing
was getting
the trades
smooth.
right now. No, he traded Staley.
Ronnie
Oh no,
Stanley. He's traded Ronnie Stanley to me.
yeah,
Yep.
and Jets.
He made that
Yep, he
Jalen
did.
Ramsey trade.
To Bills, he did. Yeah. So he no longer has Terran Armstead. So we got to update this.
Can we
Okay.
update it though? They already won a round. I guess we could swap out with their next best player. Who would it be? Let me see.
Um.
I got it.
Okay. They did receive Jalen Ramsey, so that's probably who's gonna be up there.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jalen Ramsey, 98 overall, and Lamar is 93 with morale
Ooh.
pulling him down a little
That is this back-to-back trades just influenced by the bracket?
bit.
I know.
Yeah,
I know Timmy traded what's his name away. Oh yeah, Ramsey away just to get Josh Allen in his bracket.
hold on. Let me switch this up here. So it's now going to be.
Lamar Jackson and Jalen Ramsey.
I'm an idiot. Where are they? Where are they? Okay.
They're 25.
And then who is now taking Ramsey's spot on the Bills?
Josh Allen.
Well, Josh Allen's already in because he traded Chubb, so I had to take Chubb out
Oh.
of here.
Oh. Okay. Let me look it up. Bills, and you
Oh,
will
it's
have Josh Allen and Armstead. So okay,
fun.
yeah, so fun. You're losing that for sure.
So here I
They're
got
not
to
pick
go Lamar
32.
and Jalen Ramsey.
Yeah, I'm going. Really?
Yeah, because I think Joey Bosa is not very good.
Yeah, but Miles Garrett is awesome.
Miles Garrett is awesome, but I think Lamar
Yeah,
and Ramsey
quarterback
are
and a
2 and 3.
corner. Yeah,
I like Ramsey. I'm a big Ramsey guy.
I know you are. I'm a big Miles Garrett guy. You know what? I'll go with Miles Garrett and Joey Bosa. Joey
That's
Bosa
yeah,
sucks. You're
we
right.
don't need to agree.
Yeah, that's right. We don't even make these decisions. It's people are gonna be the ones who voting, but I
Yeah.
like Miles. Oh, okay. Ooh.
This is an interesting one. So Jamison Williams and
Yes.
Deontay Banks, this was one of the closest polls we had. They beat out
Uh-huh.
Devontae Adams and Chris Jones.
Wow. Yeah. Deontay Banks is nice. He had a sick pick six to seal the win this last week.
Was it against the Panthers?
Yes, that was
Wow,
the
this poll was between Panthers and
yep.
Niners. How about that?
So I guess good outcome, right? You
Mm,
rather have the team that you rather have you know the high players on your roster who's gonna get you the win over the other guys. But it was a close game till that last pick six. It was a 1 point 1 score game. Okay, Herbert and Chubb with Williams, Jameson Williams, and Deontay Banks.
Is it true that one of these four players is in trade talks right now? Are you
Yes,
hearing this?
yes, I am hearing this.
Shit.
Rumors have spread like wildfire.
Would be a
Maybe not
blockbuster.
really. What's that?
It would
Yeah,
be a
yeah,
blockbuster.
for sure. Yeah, for sure. Um, so here's the thing. I'm not a personally a big fan of Nick Chubb. I think he's a probably the best running back in the game. I just don't like his CMC is my favorite running back um in the game. So it's very different style.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna go with Jameson Williams and Deontay Banks. I
Okay,
like receivers and I like corners. Or
cool.
his Banks safety.
He's a corner. No, that's a good call.
Right.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
I think this is going to be a close poll. I think it's going to be really
Mhm.
close. I'll go with Herbert and Chubb though.
Yeah. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised either way. Okay. Trent Williams, Jalen Waddle, Terran Armstead, and Josh Allen. Boo, this is a boring one.
I don't like this one. Yeah,
Yeah. So Josh Allen versus Waddle, really, and two old tackles.
yeah, you got to go Josh Allen, right?
Yeah, yeah, you'll probably go with Josh Allen. Although, people like Bring now probably will. It's funny. It's Madden 22 dynamic duo right there. Josh Allen and Jalen Waddle put up
True.
amazing numbers together. But yeah, I'll go with Josh. Pat Mahomes and a chain versus Micah Parsons and Hassan Riddick.
Oh,
Mm,
this sparked. This was an embrace debate moment in the chat for sure.
yeah.
Of course, Dallin just like being like, "Hey, what about my guys?" Like
I knew you would say that.
he's
It's
number one
funny.
narcissist when it comes to like. It was Castro. Dallin has the belt now of like I
Ooh.
only care about stuff going on with my team. Like, look at me. This is what like I have this dev. Like it's so annoying.
He does he does seem like he doesn't pay attention you know as much attention to the rest of the league. I mean, you could not look at a Chain's achievements last year and be offended by um losing to him this year. So I'd probably choose Pat Mahomes and Chain here. Tough matchup. I like Micah Parsons. Hassan Riddick's probably not as valuable as any of those three guys in that bracket.
Yeah, Reddick is mid, and this is going to be like 96% to 4%, and the 4% is going to be down from.
Allen voting for himself? Yeah, probably.
All right, Minka and JT or Justin
Ooh.
Jefferson and Aaron Jones. I think Aaron
Ooh.
Jones kind of sucks.
Hey, I like Aaron Jones. He was my third round pick in my first ever fantasy draft.
Yeah, that's an awful
He
pick.
was so bad. What was I thinking?
Give
That's
me
why I
Minka
went 1-16
and
in that season.
yeah,
My only losing season ever.
yeah, that's rough.
Yeah, Minka and JT. I love Minka. That's probably what carries me to make that decision here. But JT's better than Aaron Jones, and I think Justin Jefferson. You made a good point last pod. He's just not as good as in Madden as is in real life. So
Hmm. It's true.
also he was stuck on Beef's team for like the whole last Madden, so you never really know.
I
What
know.
team is
Now
he
he's
on right
stuck
now?
on Rafi's team.
Oh God, yeah. It's just you know, it's like who was
It was Lamar
George
last
Kittle
time.
on Kai's team.
Oh
Just
yeah, that too. Yeah.
yeah, that's what it reminds me. Okay, so we're both going with Minka and JT.
Yes.
Fair. Okay, next one. Ooh, speaking of Kittle,
These last two are both interesting, I think.
yeah,
Burrow
they
and
are.
Kittle versus Devontae Smith and PS2. I won't vote because these are my guys.
Okay, I'll vote. Devonta Smith convinced me today. I watched your game today, and he was making plays. He was, catching short screens for first downs. He was catching the passes down the field. I like Devonta Smith, and PS2 is the best corner in the league. And again, I like wide receivers and I like corners. Joe Burrow, he's nice, but Logan kind of did what Dallin did to me. He talked me out of it by trying to make a case for.
Yeah, don't pump up your own guys. It just turns people off.
Yeah, I think I'll go with PS2 and Devonta Smith here.
All right, and then the last one, Sauce Gardner and CeeDee Lamb versus Jamar
Mhm.
Chase and Fred Warner. And we talked about this last time. I think Jamar Chase and Fred Warner are both in like the top 10 of like all players in the league. I'm not voting against that duo.
Mhm.
And Fred Warner is just insanely good.
Fair enough. Is CD good this year? Who's
He's
CD
pretty
team
good.
now? Okay,
Jags.
gotcha. Again, I like corners and receivers, so I won't blame people. Um, okay, we're gonna pump those out probably this weekend, maybe
Yeah,
maybe
but yeah,
Sunday morning while everybody's
yeah.
engaged in the chat. That would be a good time to pump it up.
Good call. Good call. Good
Thanks,
shit,
man.
bro.
Yeah, that helps sometimes.
All right, quick win of the week happened this morning, and we got to
Yeah.
go with the Texans beating
Mhm.
the Jaguars 44-42 at home. And is this the end of Christian as we know it?
Man, yeah, we chalked the last season up to, hey,
He's a dad.
this is him. Yeah, he's figuring this Madden out. But 1-4, excuse me, 1-4 this season too. Mike is no longer a gimme. I don't think. I think
No,
he's a very good player. I think he's probably sits somewhere in the middle now, which is a huge improvement for him. Very proud of him. And then he did pull out a gutsy game-winning field goal, last-minute field goal type of game against a person who was, Christian, who was Perennially, oh Jesus, help
what's
me out here.
no,
Okay, like a yearly playoff contender, right?
no.
That'd
Use
be
the word
incredible.
that you're going to use.
No, leave me alone. People are gonna bully me. Um, but yeah, I mean, this is an exciting win for Mike. I feel like uh he lost to Brennan last week, so he came. He had that tough loss that probably hurt him a little bit going against his division guy, Brennan, who's another guy, and we're gonna talk about him in a second too. But man, what's the future looking like for the Texans or Christian?
The future is bright for the Texans. I mean, sorry,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of noise coming from outside. He's got Jalen Hurts and
Mm-hmm.
Bijan Robinson. Like that's a
Yeah.
fantastic young core. Love that. And he seems to be improving. Um, so I think the future is bright for the Texans. I think the future was even brighter for the Colts until they had our
Mm-hmm.
biggest loss of the week. So he's coming off the huge win against the Texans, and then Brennan unfortunately gets smoked by Logman 2142 in the chat. Logan 45-14. Yes, it was in Cincinnati on the road coming off a huge win, but like that would have been if you were 4-1, Brennan, coming off those two
Yeah,
wins, you would have been sitting really pretty.
I mean, cruising for the rest of the, or at least having a very good cushion for that playoff spot. With us now that we joke, probably running away with division here too. Wins and losses are really gonna count down the stretch here. Ooh, 3-2. They're both tied 3-2. Texans don't have a tiebreaker, so Colts, but they got another game coming up. That's gonna be probably one of the more exciting games of the season. I'm excited to see.
All right, let's get into tiers.
Okay,
So a little AFC South win of
tiers
the
of
week and loss of the week. We'll keep that going as the rest of the season progresses. But let's get these tiers up. So we have all new tiers.
okay.
Let's zoom in a little bit. And maybe we'll
Boom.
do a different view here. We do this. That's better. All right, so our tiers, we got the juggernauts at the top. Those are just the beasts that are rolling through everybody right now. Regular season king, playoff teams on the bubble. We got some frisky and fun teams that might not be so good,
And libs.
beat anybody, and then we got libs in the bottom.
Oh man, funny. Okay, you just want to go in order, whoever comes up next. So the Cardinals, starting with the Cardinals.
Just do whoever you want. If you got a team you want to put, let's start with this. Actually, let's do the
Yeah,
easiest one. Let's do Titans. They're the regular season king. We know this.
I think. Yeah, I think they were made. That that tier was made just for joke, and he probably will be there till he proves and gets a win or two in the playoffs. I think that's a fair spot, fair assessment we have for joke right now.
Yeah, he's in the same spot that because I got a lot of Eagles fans in my life,
Mhm.
where they're not happy with anything until they get to the playoffs. Like, it's the whole regular season is a preseason for them because they think they're gonna win the Super Bowl. So
Yeah.
it's kind of like, yes, they have an awesome team, but they can't even get excited about being like 5-1 or 5-0, you know?
Hmm. Yeah. And he there was struggles early, not early, but the second half of that game against the Eagles where they almost let him climb back in. They were only up 7 in early in the fourth quarter. So still some kinks to be worked out. I feel like on that young roster.
Yeah. Okay. You have somebody you wanna throw up on the board?
Let's go juggernauts. Let's throw my boy Jason in there. 5-0, undefeated. Probably one of the most dominant players. Pat Mahomes and David Chain on that squad, just rolling through everybody right now.
Who is he beaten? So he's beaten the Bengals, Chargers, Browns, Cowboys, and Giants. So really, when you look at it, he's only got one like really impressive win. Like dominating Einhorn was impressive,
Hmm.
but I think Jason's built up enough goodwill and has won 2 Super Bowls that like there's no questioning like he's legit.
Yeah, I think that's definitely more of what I'm going on here. Just kind of like reputation on, like going down. I mean, Steelers is gonna be a good matchup week 8, right?
Mhm.
And then oh man, that's a kind of tough stretch. Week 8, 9, and 10. It's Steelers, Titans, Steelers.
Oof.
Yeah. So I guess he can either really solidify himself in the Juggernauts tier, or maybe drop down a tier below if he doesn't come out at least 2-1 out of those.
All right. So for my next pick, I'm going with listen to these scores: 35-7, 41-7, 31-28, 38-7, 51-7. Only
Yeah.
one close game, and dude, 3 of these blowouts are from solid players. Like, I gotta put the Falcons as, like they're, like, number 1 for me right now, dude.
Ooh, talk to him.
Dude, beat the Panthers 35-7. That was the division
Mhm.
winner last year.
Yep.
Beat the Saints, I mean, 41-7, and it was never close.
Okay.
Close game against the Panthers on the road, pulled it out
Uh-huh.
31-28. Dominates the Rams, which
Yeah.
which is awesome, and then dominated the Commanders 5-0 going into the bye week.
I mean, this defense is something special. I'm very proud of. We don't usually get to rely on defense uh, the way I play, but I mean, 4 out of 5 games, only 7 points given up. I think that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's insane.
Um, and like you said, I don't think any of these games, Zach, that's the weakest win I have, I guess, 51-7. But again, Zach can beat anybody on any given day if he really commits to it too. So I appreciate that. I won't argue.
Well, I think your season is going to, like
Hmm.
you're at the next your next game coming out of the bye is at the Saints. That's gonna
Hmm.
be the crossroads of your season, I think. Like, either you win and you're off to the races, you're 6-0, you're 2-0 against the Panthers, you're 2-0 against the Saints, and you basically are, like you would have to really fumble the division away,
Yeah.
or you lose that game to the Saints. Saints are
Hmm.
only 1 game behind you.
Hmm.
You're starting to question, "Hey, like, maybe we're not, we're good, but maybe we're not the juggernauts that we thought we were."
Yeah.
So,
And I still have like teams like Steelers and the Packers on the schedule who, again, tough matchups
yeah,
after
but
that.
Steelers, Packers, those are pretty much your only tough games, like, a pretty favorable schedule.
Yeah, very front loaded. My first 8 weeks are I mean, outside of Zach, I won't, sharpie any of these teams in.
True.
Chiefs, Saints, Rams, Panthers, Saints again, and Panthers. All these teams are playoff teams. So um, we're locked in. We're locked in. We got to get this win against the Saints. We're turning the tides in our rivalry.
I know.
Um, It's been it's like a you know breath of fresh air. Finally getting that monkey off my back. I mean, you had like a Chiefs type of uh, winning streak going against me in a regular season, and that's what we're looking for. That's funny, Broncos. That's what they're looking for this Sunday too, break that streak. So it's definitely awesome feeling.
Back when I was a kid, when I was swimming, like when I was on the swim team, we'd go against like this. We There was like A through F division. If you went 5-0, you'd move
Mhm.
up in the division to the next division. And like my coach had this philosophy. It was like once you beat a team once, you never lose to them again. Like once you
Mhm.
get over that hump, you never lose to them again. So we'll see if the Falcons and the Saints have that kind of thing going for them. Hopefully not, for my sake.
Hopefully for my sake then. All right. Next team.
Mhm.
Okay, Bills. Put Bills on the man. See, I want to put them in. They're probably gonna be in a playoff talks. I really wanted to do this. I really hoped this game against O'Reilly was done so we can really make proper predictions here. But for now, we're gonna drop in our playoff teams. But disappointing season. 2-2.
I thought you were going to go on the bubble for them.
I was just, but then I'm
They
looking at the
push it this
division. Yeah, I'm looking at the division, and it's just not Jets. Are the only ones who could challenge right now, right? I mean, Derek's struggling, Patriots are struggling, and then you got who am I missing here?
Dolphins?
The Dolphins. Dolphins on a CPU
Yeah.
L pretty much right for the rest of the season. Or is that been confirmed?
No, I mean, you're going to have to play CPU,
Oh,
unfortunately.
okay,
Or
okay.
fair sim.
Or Fair Sim. Yeah, I mean, but what's their record? They're probably not winning the division. That would be disaster if we got a one CPU team getting to the playoffs. But yeah, I think he still is a favorite to make the playoffs, win the division there. But that could change real fast if this Jets game turns out.
And he's making huge trades, so things could definitely change.
Yeah, and he's losing all these trades. I don't think he's made one good trade this year.
He hasn't. He always
Yeah.
makes bad trades. All right, I put Raiders in libs,
Hmm.
and I'm also going to put the Seahawks in the libs because they're both 0-5.
Hmm.
Not looking good at all. I think Raiders is pseudo tanking, and Spence is just not very good right now. So
Right.
let's just put those on the board.
Fair. Fair. What about Chargers? Are they worthy of a frisky and fun, or they also belong in the libs?
I think he's libs, dude, because I don't
Yeah.
have a lot of fun watching the Chargers, to be completely honest with you.
Yeah, that's it really hurts me to say this, but I agree. Yeah, it's kind of it's awful football. I don't like what I'm seeing with the LA Chargers. So for now, definitely libs. Um, the 49ers.
Ooh,
We can put them in juggernauts. I think at 5-0 undefeated, they belong in the juggernaut. Now here's the interesting thing about the 49ers.
go on.
They do have a lot of close wins. And after every win, RK gets in the chat and he's like, "Man, I shouldn't have won that. I got lucky there. I'm glad I learned that lesson in a win." So it's almost I don't know if it's kind of like hedging everybody's emotions, getting ready for him to fall apart somewhere here, or he's just kind of like playing the sad boy us into him dominating the league again this year in the playoffs. So it's gonna be an interesting storyline to follow. Let me look at the schedule. I know he hasn't had an easy schedule. I don't think so. He's played the Lions, who are 4-1, I believe, or 3-1. The Vikings, probably the best on team without a win.
Let's put the
Uh,
Vikings in frisky and fun real quick.
yeah, for sure. I agree. That's a good. And then the Panthers, another really good team. Now he does have wins over Seahawks and Bears, and those games were not close. And then he also dominated the Lions and then he had a close game against the Vikings and Panthers, one score games. Well, the Vikings was a 3-point game, and then the Panthers was also a one score game till that last pick six by Banks. But yeah, I thought that was a very interesting little tidbit I caught in the chat.
Dude, I just got a text from my sister, and I could
Uh-oh.
only see the first word, and it said Sertan. So I was like, oh, fuck. And she said, Sertan to the Eagles or nah? So I guess nothing has happened yet. She's an Eagles fan. So,
What the
but
heck?
dude, that scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, chill.
Steelers. Steelers are 4-0. Are they a playoff team or are they a juggernaut?
Let's look at the schedule.
Okay.
Let's look at the schedule because I think that determines it.
I'll park
That's
them in the playoff teams right now.
all right. Park him in the playoff teams. Wins over Chargers, Browns, Texans, and Giants. Close game against the Browns. Otherwise, blowouts. 66-15 against the Chargers. 38-16 Texans. 38-9 against the Giants.
Let's put them in juggernauts.
Yeah, I think so. I think those are very. Again, Texans is a good team. I think we can call them. Einhorn is a Super Bowl team from last year, also AFC champion. So I think that's fair. He does have Browns again coming up this week. We'll see what happens there.
And then can we also put Dolphins in regular season king? Because they're 4-1 right now, but obviously they're going to be a sim loss in the playoffs.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, let's see what we got next. The Bears, probably the Libs.
Yeah, 4.
They do have a win. Oh no, they don't. 0-4. Yeah, I think we can put the Bears. How do you feel about? I mean, you just played against Phil and Cardinals. 1-4, probably too far behind in the playoff race.
I think anytime you have a rookie quarterback like that,
Yeah,
you-
fine and frisky.
you're fun. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
frisky and fun.
And
I
he
mean,
does have
Chargers
James
have a
Cook.
Chargers have a rookie quarterback, so that's not super consistent. But I think Phil is doing a little bit more than the Chargers right now.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that was a close game till like last the red zone interception by Demario Davis, who came around in clutch, gonna
Mhm.
steal the game. But it was 13-20 with a little less than 3 minutes left in the game, so it was a close game. He was keeping up with the Saints. Speaking of Saints, playoff teams. I think, I think the Panthers being game behind, and kind of starting 0-2 in division already, is gonna help out Saints to secure that or stay in the hunt for division better than the Panthers. I think Panthers are
Okay.
probably on the bubble. We can put those. He definitely has an uphill battle from now on. He still has two Saints games left. Right? You guys haven't played,
Mhm.
so he still has two Saints games left. Those are always tough. And he's just coming off a loss against the 49ers, another NFC team. So
He's
that's
got a tough first place schedule too. Like,
for sure. For sure. All right. Washington Commanders with Mac Jones, Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelsey. Is that fun?
it's at least frisky and fun. They're 2-3. Yeah, let's go frisky and fun. I don't think they're there on the bubble
Mhm.
yet, but yeah, I think
Yeah,
they're fun.
gotcha. That's fair. Um, okay, so let's go with these two, Texans and Colts, and we talked about them a lot and what their situations are right now. Where would you put them? Are they
I think
both
both
on
of
the
these guys
bubble?
are firmly on the bubble. Yeah.
I agree. I think they're both on the bubble. I'll probably put Colts ahead of Texans since they got the tiebreaker, at least as of right now. Um, Interesting. Let's see.
What about the Lions? Lions are 3-1. Who have they beaten?
Lions are 3-1. They're about to play the Bears, so
Should be 4-1.
yeah, should be 4-1 coming up here. Okay, they have beaten the Packers. They lost to the 49ers, got blown out by 49ers, and then beat the Bears and Jags. So the Packers win is pretty good. Stevie mentioned this every time he plays Beef that he plays them well. So yeah, I think playoff teams is a. I mean, he's what 3? He's about to be 3-0 in the division. Pretty good start
Yeah.
on division record. And then coming up, he has Pats, Titans, Rams, Packers again, and Saints. So really could fall out of that playoff team. That tier within by next Friday, obviously.
Giants are in a similar spot. They're 3-2. They're leading their division right now. So let's put them in the playoff teams.
Okay.
And then the Eagles are like right behind him. Jarrell has been crazy this season, and so he's on the bubble. He won the division last year. He's 2-3 right now. We'll see what happens.
And back to the Giants real quick. They are on a 2-game losing streak against Steelers and Ravens. That he's playing all of AFC North in a row. Oh, I'm sorry, not in a row, but he's got Steelers, Ravens, Browns, and then he has Bengals a few games after that. So we'll see how it's a tough stretch for him. Okay, Chiefs. How do we feel about Hank? There was some issues with his internet. Apparently, he went on a big losing streak in the middle of this
Well, his last
first
two
quarter.
matchups, he hasn't even answered his opponent.
Ooh,
So for that, I'm putting him in libs.
yeah, you belong in the libs for that. Uh, okay. What about the Broncos? Stay in the AFC West here. Broncos lost to the Chiefs, Panthers, and Patriots, and their only wins are close wins against Raiders and Chargers.
Oof.
Yeah, not too inspiring season so far. He has Jags, Raiders, Bengals coming up next 3 games, so he could turn it around record wise, but then he gets hard with Saints, Ravens, Steelers, Browns, Cardinals, and the Falcons also on the schedule for down the stretch. So they
Hey,
are fun
somebody's
though,
got to
Mike.
win the division though.
What's that?
Someone's got to win that division though. And look, you got the Raiders, Chargers, and
Mhm.
Chiefs all in the libs. So let's put them at the bottom of playoff teams.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay. Hmm.
What do we do with the Packers? Packers snuck into the playoffs last season. Really snuck in. They're 3-1 right now.
Mhm. Their only loss against the Lions, and they got Lions. No, they got Rams coming up right now. I
They
mean,
place the Rams
with
tonight.
yeah, with Lions right there, and the Vikings slipping, I think those two teams probably are playoff teams from NFC.
Yeah.
With Panthers down at 2 or 3 right now, they got an uphill battle. So I think those two teams sneak in.
So then let's put the Rams with the Panthers here. I
Yeah,
think they're
and
both
they
in
could
trouble.
they could change. Obviously, Packers Rams could swap after this game happens. Their Rams are 2-2, Packers 3-1. They could be both 3-2. It would be. I'd feel comfortable flipping them. Bucks. We can. I mean, Bucks had a huge win against the Saints.
For sure, frisky and fun team.
I agree. He had some great plays there, defensively and offensively. I liked what I saw there for him moving forward, and he has a opportunity to get a win here against struggling Cowboys, and Cowboys can probably we got let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4 NFC playoff teams already with Niners and Falcons up in the juggernaut. It's 6 spots.
I mean, the Cowboys are 1-3. They've only scored 76 points in 4 games. That's 19 points per game. I
Yeah,
wanted to put them in frisky and fun, but if you're only
that doesn't
scoring,
sound fun.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's not fun at all.
Okay. The Bengals are probably they just coming off a big win, and that's gonna be huge in that playoff run in the AFC side against the Colts. They're at 3-2. They do have Ravens coming up this next week. Are one of our 4 juggernauts teams. It's gonna be a huge test. They're probably gonna be huge underdogs in that game, but
They're
definitely on the
right now.
bubble at
They
least.
got the last spot in the playoffs as of right now. They'd be the
Okay.
7th seed.
You think so with Steelers and Ravens both in
One,
the division?
2, 3, 4. Well, yeah, true. He will probably lose game. All right, we'll put him on the bubble, top of the
Okay.
bubble.
Yeah, he's definitely have to put some wins together. All right. Patriots are they fun? Are
They're fun.
Patriots
I
fun?
think they're on the bubble though because I think it's going to be them or the Bills.
That's true.
So let's
That's
put them
true.
out here.
And Bills are doing their best to lose that playoff spot. So we'll see if Derek can capitalize. The Jets, Riley led Jets
We got to go frisky and fun here because this is
4-0.
Riley. It's new. It's exciting.
Yeah, it is. You hear that? Sorry,
Yeah, you good over there?
that's my work phone. My bad. Um, Okay, yeah, that is gonna be a fun team. Total overhaul on the roster too. So we'll see how that works out. Okay, Browns and the Jags. Browns are 2-2. They're about to play the Steelers, and the Jags just lost to the Texans. Are the question is, are Jags fun? I
Yeah,
don't think they're on a bubble, but
they're fun.
yeah, I think so too. I think that's a creative.
It's still
League there.
Christian. He can still
Yeah,
beat everybody.
exactly. I agree. The Browns 2-2. Our boy Einhorn.
AFC champion. I think he's on the bubble.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. With again, Alex and Jason are kind of chokehold in that division right now. So he's in the him and Bengals, him and Logan got uphill battle going in, fighting for their rosters or playoff spots. But I'd bet my money on Browns over the Patriots, to be honest,
For a wild card spot, yeah.
or a wild card spot. Yeah.
Okay, let me actually. All right.
All right. So to review, we got. Damn, you put me on number one. You trying to put a target on my back. That's what this is really
No,
about.
let's move 49ers here because he's a defending champ. But I think
Yeah.
you've been dominating everybody. So I
Okay.
think you're firmly number two.
All right. Fair enough. Jason and Alex. Yeah, I think that's right order too. LOL at joke. Regular season king. Bring us Dolphins. Thanks for participating. Then we got. So is Timmy number one playoff team? You think? I'd probably bump Timmy down to behind the Packers,
Let's
maybe.
go Lions first here,
Yeah.
then Packers, and then Saints, and then
Mm,
Bills, and then Giants, and then Broncos.
okay. You feeling down on the Saints more than most, I think, but I'll take your judgment for
I
that.
lost to fucking Stu.
Yeah. It's that was a tough loss. I think you were just being a jackass to be honest in that game, but not trying to take credit away from Stu. That was a great game by him. Okay, and then on the bubble, bump my boy Brennan up here. He just lost though, but he would be probably behind the Rams and Texans right behind him.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
It's crazy that Mike and Brennan are ahead of the Browns, who were just in the Super Bowl last season.
Yeah.
That feels wrong.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
Let's put them here.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. There we go. Frisky and fun.
Let's
What?
go
Yeah,
Commanders.
I was gonna get Stu over Commanders too.
Okay, yeah.
Oh,
I still
yeah,
think Adam has enough goodwill and all these games are close that I'm
yeah.
okay
He
with
could go on a winning streak. All right, and then on the bottom,
it. Raiders
Chiefs.
are the worst team in the league.
Dang. Okay. Yeah, they traded.
Actually, no. Edge is not the worst, but he's not playing very well right now. I think Rafi's the worst, and then Spence, and then probably
And
Edge.
let's be honest, Raiders are probably tanking.
Yeah, true.
I think that's they're playing with a 55 overall quarterback, dropping back every snap. So I don't think there's much of competitiveness in that locker room right now. It's just trying to get to the draft, take Caleb Williams. I'm guessing.
Yep, you're right.
All right.
Sweet. All right, I'll send this out to the boys. Good
Yeah,
tiers.
that was good tiers. And look at that, nice quick pod too. 43 minutes, closing in an hour. Um, what we got going on? So we'll send out the poll for the duos probably tomorrow, and by we I mean you will do that. Great, thank you for that. I'll probably be dropping QB ranking. So there's a couple of things coming out this weekend. Should be fun.
What's your confidence level? Broncos against Chiefs, 1 to 10, in the Broncos winning.
Yeah, I was talking to Zach about this during our game last night. I don't have, unfortunately, not high. I'd say like three.
Keep it
And
short. You know we're not a Broncos podcast.
yeah, it's probably at three because Nick Bolton's out, and hopefully we get some running game going. But somehow we play better at Arrowhead than we play at home against the Chiefs last
Can
couple of
Jaleel
years.
McLaughlin get like 20 touches, please? Like we need outside runs against this defense.
Yeah, we do. But again, Nick Bolton's out, and you might want to run down their throats too.
He's an everywhere type of guy. Like he
Yeah,
can play sideline to sideline. I'm more interested in running away from Chris Jones.
And Javante Williams is bouncing everything outside anyway. So
That's
if you're taking it outside, yeah, might as well give it to the faster guy. Um, Mims also. We gotta get Mims down the field, but we can't have our fastest receiver being Cortland, right?
yeah. All right. So
People,
you
Twitter
said
was excited about that.
you said 3. I'm gonna go 5.
Ooh,
I kind of think they're gonna win.
yeah, that would be huge, dude. That'll be. I mean, that's gonna make my year. I'll be satisfied for the year.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I
And
think
I
so.
think Sean Payton's telling him that, like, look, you have a chance to change everything right now. Like,
Yeah,
it's not been great, but you can really change the opinion of this team in one game.
dude, I love how Sean comes out after these wins and is just salty.
I know, yeah, he's
I
not kidding
appreciate that.
anybody. He's like,
Yeah,
"Look, we beat the Packers and the Bears, like, I'm not
yeah,
running around a parade."
exactly. That's awesome. They are partying in a club though, but I like that at least he's trying to say that, hey, we're not satisfied with this. All right, cool. All right, man. Well, that's wraps up today's short, quick pod. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed it. I'm sure some will be offended with some things we've said today, and let us know in the chat. We like any kind of feedback.
Good stuff. Who is this?
Yeah.
Hold on. Who is I Watch You, My Friend? Nice to
Oh,
hear, guys. Feel like we are talking in real life drinking beer.
hey, sounds good
Cool.
to me.
Yeah.
I'm watching you, my friend.
Alright, good stuff, brother.
Reveal yourself. All right, man. I'll see you later.